Well, I guess. How many chatters do I have for a pod? If I have like 5 chatters, I'm ready for the podcast. SOS to the world. I hope that someone gets mine. Okay, I have nobody for a podcast. So you know what? I'm gonna do the podcast by myself. You know what? I don't give a fuck. I appreciate it. No, it's cool.
I'm here.
Thank you, TK. So, I was in a battle. Hey, it's all good. But like I said, that's the shit I'd be talking about though. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we get 30 viewers, like even if I have 70 people in chat, I'm gonna be talking to myself on a podcast too. You know, that shit be crazy, bro. I'm looking at like the 6 people I do follow with 20 to 60 people, and they got 30 chatters each. Like, it's ridiculous. G Plays is rated us. That's the only raid we have today, so we gotta be thankful for that. Let's make the most of it. I like War Thunder, but the War Thunder community is kind of dying out. It is. They're not near as strong as they once were. Oh, mom called me. Hold on. All right, there we go. You find a heli with a drone? Nice. So, today I want to talk about random stuff, I guess. Let's see what time it is. 1:10. Let's start at 1:10. Let's see. Need to write some questions down. Number one game you regret ever playing? Call of the Wild. I regret meeting the people over there because I lost a lot of my community over there. Like, I lost a lot of my true community from all the other games I played, and then I stayed playing that game constantly just for that community instead of my community. And then I lost my community. All my FPS, Siege, Destiny, and Call of Duty people, they went away. If we're doing based off like wasted time, it would be Cyberpunk, because I spent $60 on it and only played like 12 hours. Not even, like maybe 11. Nope, I didn't refund it. Just sitting on my Xbox. Okay, what made y'all want to tap into OPG? What makes y'all tap into me? What makes y'all check out the content or come back every day? What makes you come back? What do you like the most, and what can I work on? Spaghettis? Okay.
Do I sound like a robot?
Yeah, you don't sound too great, but you don't sound bad either.
Okay. I was gonna say I can answer this one. So I randomly got dropped off. I wasn't really looking for this channel or even like a War Thunder streamer or it was Hell Let Loose was the game I got brought over on. But it's just a chill community, and you're straight up with your viewers. You know, you don't sugarcoat nothing. You're straight with people. If people are out of line, you know, we catch each other, and you just have a good vibe.
I appreciate that because I needed to hear that because I feel like some people don't value that or like value the work put behind the stream. I know that you I know that you guys thoroughly enjoy everything we do here, you know, and it's just like you said, I don't sugarcoat anything, and I'm straight up with my viewers, and the fact that I put on a true I put on a true identity. I don't have a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like all these other people, they'll fake it, you know, and you'll literally know if I'm not having fun on the game I'm playing. You know, like you can tell if I'm not having fun on the game or if I want to play it or not. You know, and I don't force myself to make those decisions because I you know, even if I don't want to, I have to keep it pure for you guys to enjoy it. You know.
Yeah, if you were playing a game just for the sake of it, we'd be able to tell, and it would just seem weird.
Yeah, it would be bad. Right, exactly. It would be like this is all forced, and you know me, I don't like to feel anything forced, dude. Like if it's forced or like I have to caress for support, that's like terrible in my eyes. Because like for you guys to bump into me or how you found me or however the heck, it didn't require that to get there, you know. So that's just my opinion on it. Oops, I missed it. I'll put this up right here. Wait, I think K50's AGM with my machine gun round. Okay. Well, Yuri, like I said, let's not talk about War Thunder right now. We're on the podcast. Okay. So TK. How did you find the channel? What makes you stick around for the content? What can I do better?
So, how I got to your channel was I was in a raid from Charity, and she had raided you, and then just one day you were live again. You were playing not World of Tanks. You were playing War Thunder, and I had just enjoyed the content that you were putting out with War Thunder, and that's what kept me around. And I just liked the vibe of the room and the chat and everything.
Now, in your guys' opinion, what can I do better? And
I don't think there
don't
is
worry.
anything, in
No.
my opinion, that you could do better.
Streamers can always
you're
do
already
better.
doing it.
Yeah, I know. I feel what you're saying, but personal opinion, your own personal opinion. What is a small niche you would throw at me to transition, or you would like to see another direction? If that makes sense. Like you know how like say for instance like TK, I'd be like, hey, don't waste your time playing Minecraft. You know.
Yeah.
Because you don't stream at all. But, like, when you do stream, if you're streaming Minecraft and we wait 40 days for you to stream, we're not going to watch you play Minecraft, you know? That would be my tip, even if you don't stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make a personalized opinion on what you think I could do better.
I think there actually is something that you could improve upon, which is, like, because I know your times, right?
Yeah.
And they've been coming up a little late, but I do understand some things that are out of your control with that.
Yeah, with the
But
background.
maybe making your times a little bit better.
Yeah, more curated on the times.
Yeah.
Eat more so you don't sound sick on stream anymore. That is, I should probably take care of myself before stream. Yes, Yuri, that's a great opinion. Like that's why I'm asking because you know, like I want to know what you guys think of me when I'm in the red zone. You know, like in the no layer. Like you know how that day RQ was going into the dark hole. I want to know when I feel like I'm a dark hole to you, even though it might not be a dark hole to most viewers. And even though like you guys are my strongest viewers, I want to know what can make me rationalize where I'm like, hey, wake up, Pocket, you're in the dark realm, you know?
I'll just pop in and be like, "Hey, you're in the dark realm." I'm just kidding.
No, that's fine
But,
too. Yeah, we gotta have like a trigger word or like something that's like, "Hey, yo, pocket." Like you gotta chill out. Like, "Hey, man, pineapples." Like you're.
My pineapple juice.
When we play Minecraft, never. Holy crap, you would never see me playing Minecraft ever in your life. Couldn't never.
Let's play My Little Pony.
Actually, Bismarck played it. Bismarck was forced to play like South Park and My Little Pony games for like a month. It was funny. It's terrible.
Oh, dude.
It was terrible.
funny.
Yeah, his community was like buying him a different game every 3 days, like $5 to $10, and it'd just be the worst games put together, and they just make him play it through. So he spends a day or two on stream, and they just like the South Park game. They're just throwing him like thousands of bits just to hear a South Park animation or something. It's just funny.
That's hilarious. Wonder which ones it was. Like probably like Fractured Butthole and.
We're doing a podcast right now, Voices. I'm just chilling. I gotta put some content out. I'm trying to go on my Mr. Beast stuff because like everywhere I go, I keep on getting tried. You know, like everywhere I go, no matter what category I get tried on, they're like, "Oh, you need more viewers," or "Oh, you need this, you need more of that." And I'm just like, "Yo, you're delusional. No one's gonna make me get more viewers. No one's gonna make me play a different game. The viewers I get are good enough, bro. You're not gonna tell them that they need to do more. You know." So I'm creating content on YouTube so we can bring people from TikTok, YouTube, and just get a pure 75 viewers again. Not yet. I'm trying to get on my Mr. Beast shit though. Like one day, if we get if we got the same views on Twitch on YouTube, do you know that I would already be YouTube partner? Like it's not even funny. Like 1 hour of Twitch viewership is literally 1,000 YouTube hours. Can you believe that? So if I had all 25 of y'all spend this whole hour just on my YouTube instead, I would literally be YouTube partner in 2 days. But instead, I'm on 6 months in. I'm not even a quarter way there. You know, it just shows you how much people really mess with you. You know, so I want to create this pure community where everybody genuinely wants to be around each other. You know, and genuinely likes the person you are. Like lately, I've been able to chill on my streams. I've always been forced to just play games. You know, I've never been able to talk, you know? And nowadays, everything's a podcast, you know? I was around way before podcasts, bro. I was podcasting before podcasting was a thing. I was podcasting on Mixer, bro, hosting tournaments on Mixer. It's like the #1 streamer for it, bro. Imagine going to Call of Duty, having 300 viewers, and it's a custom snipers lobby, bro. Codcasting, you know? If you did that today with the viewership that we had then, with the activity we had then, bro, it would be like 15,000, 20,000 daily view YouTube videos, you know? Like, oh, when's the custom going to drop next, you know? You don't understand, like, seeing that type of activity and then being around the people that are always active, it makes you fuel it. Like, the fuel for it comes to you, you know, like you want to make that happen. The ambition is there because you've seen it. So that's my whole goal with the podcast, you know, bring the podcast exposure and then, you know, have its own directory. You know, people want to come specifically for the podcast, just like people specifically come for War Thunder. I don't mind putting all my eggs in all these baskets, but like if I go over to the basket, I want to make sure the egg's still there, if that makes sense. You know, I'm not gonna drop my golden egg over here on Easter to come back next Easter to figure out someone found my hiding spot. You know. Is it bad that you just got Spotify for the first time? No, I've actually never even listened to Spotify before. So
Spotify is great in my opinion. I pay for it.
You look like you pay for it.
Hell yeah,
dude. Sorry, that was a good joke.
Look at that beard.
Okay, guys. If there's one thing that you could change physically about yourself, not we already asked this question before in a previous podcast. Like if there was a feature you change about yourself, if there was something that you could change physically, If there's something you can physically do to change the way you look right now, right? What efforts would you go to do it? All right. So basically, what I'm asking is, physically, what are you willing to put your body through to get where you want to be physically? You know? You want to make your eyes
Everything.
smaller? You can't do that.
Freaking everything.
How you
I'll
look
do
and
what it
sound?
takes.
So you would physically do anything you could to change the way you look and sound. Physically, Yuri. Yep. You would do anything you could to make your eyes smaller? I don't know if there's anything you could physically do to increase your metabolism besides like maybe like medication or like I don't know if there's like remedies for that, but that's something you can look into. Voices. Like, see that this is why I asked that question. You see that answer? These are the answers I want. You know, this is more like it. If I my answer to my own question would be just like putting in the work ethic and work to change to get back to my true self. My true self growing up, I was always like skinny, skin and bones, always like no matter what, and I got all the way up to 260 after that fire because I was so comfortable streaming for 4 years, damn near. And but now that I look at it, like just yesterday, I lost 8 pounds playing basketball. You know, with my sauna vest. Without a sauna vest, that probably would have been like 3 or 4 pounds. But like,
Dude, I need to invest in a sauna vest.
One
Just
day-
wear it at work.
yeah, seriously, wear it underneath your work, and then that thing will take care of you. And then dieting, fasting, sun. Like I had a bunch of self-wealth Sunday, you know, and then last night self-wealth for me was sleep. If I didn't go to sleep, I would have gave you all a tired stream last night, you know. And sometimes you got to realize physically you need to put yourself in the position to win or to put yourself in a better mindset so you can get to where you want to be doing that without changing your features or without having to pay for something to do that. You can pay nothing but time to make that happen. You see what I'm saying? So it's all on your own work ethic and what you want to do with it. Nothing I've learned except... Yo, Muffin, thank you for the rate of 1. Nothing I've learned how to accept how I look and the way I am. See, but there's nothing wrong with that. See, Oogie, but you don't have anything that you would, like, if there's something you could physically do, you wouldn't do it, essentially? I do unspeakable things to fix my teeth. The drugs I did a hell of a number. See, but, like, if we had enough money for you or something, like, physically, if we could physically make it happen, you know what I'm saying? Maybe one day get veneers or, you know, like, whatever the heck. You know, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, there's things that you could do that doesn't require a feature. Because I've asked the physical feature, like what you would change. People say their butt, their boobs, their eyes, their, you know, their teeth, whatever. That's a feature. But I'm talking about something that you could physically do, like yourself, to try to make that happen. Like, of course, you can't get your own retainer without a dentist, you know? So you physically can't do that. So you physically got to get help with somebody else. Hey, no problem. I hope court goes well, Muffin. And I'm sorry about yesterday. My buddy rated the wrong muffin. I told him Muffin Top, and he rated some dude named Muffin Top. I said Muffin Tough. I said, check out my stream team. And he rated a dude named Muffin Top. It was an accident. I know he accidentally did it, but still.
Not the muffin top.
I told him to rate Muffin Top, and he rated Muffin Top. Bro, I was like, bro, I had you up because like I came back home like last night at 2:00, and I came back and I was still on your screen, and then I woke up in a Muffin Top. I was like, bro, what? See, that's a feature. See, you're colorblind. See, there's you know, Mr. Beast helped all those people that are deaf or like blind or whatever. Like, you know, that's things like, but that requires income. That requires like, you know, that's something that would be changing a feature. But that's still not bad. That's still this question is in the same ballpark as that. So it's not, you know, that's not a bad answer. I like that answer. Okay. If there was one thing you could change to your diet, what would it be? If you could change one thing in your diet, what would it be right now? I don't care what you've been doing your whole life. With your diet right now, what would you change one thing with your diet that you wish you could change? You wish you could cut out super greasy food, but you can't, okay? Anybody else? My problem is I'm too hearty. Like I like chicken strips and chicken. I like chicken, burger. I'm hearty, you know? And that bread, salt, sauces, fried, you know, that stuff gets to you. Fries, I love potatoes, bro. Fries is probably like potatoes is probably my number one killer. Potato and noodles. I eat so much pasta and so much potato. Like I can literally have the greatest week working out and eat like one baked ziti and like one chicken wing meal, and I'm done for the week. That's it. It doesn't matter how much work I put in. I've gained my pounds back. See, when Miss OPG was here, she was making me smoothies and stuff, so I was getting my fruit intake. I'm taking my vitamins. But here's the thing with Miss OPG, she was getting me fat, bro. She'll feed me up, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have the output to eat 2 meals a day and work out and stream and hit basketball, you know? Like, I don't have, like, people think I'm a machine, bro. Ask anybody. I banged a 10-hour stream yesterday, 8-hour stream yesterday. Went to the pool, went to the gym, stayed up all night at 2 a.m. and then slept, and I'm back up today. Like, if I didn't sleep, I would have been required to go back on at my same time. And I would have been on a 36-hour binge. I'm not a machine, you know? You can get Happy Meals at McDonald's. No one's going to judge you. Anybody else want to change a part of their diet or what they would do to alter their diet? What up, Harv? Everybody say what up to Harv Dent.
What up, Harvin?
How's the rest of your stream, brother? McDonald's, no. Potatoes. What would you cut out? If there's one thing that you would cut out of your diet, Harv, what would you do it? Like, what would it be? And how would you do it? Because obviously you can't change it out of your diet, so what would you do to alter it? You can eat what you want. That is facts. Voices, what are you about to do? Are you throwing up? Do you have work today or are you chilling? Can someone ask Voices if he has work today or is he off today? So nobody else would alter their diet? Everybody answer that question. TK, what about your diet? Your diet sucks.
Yeah, it's shit. Just the defect food sucks. So I haven't been eating there.
You would cut out caffeine, so you have a lot of soda then, or like
Shit,
Red Bulls.
I'd cut out nicotine.
Wait, you smoke cigarettes?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, I vape. Yeah.
Wow.
Little hidden gem.
Okay. I mean, I don't judge you at all. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah.
when you go on base, I mean, the number one thing they want to give you is a pack of Camels. Like they don't care. Like it's straight to it.
Yeah, they don't.
That was the Crush Camels. That's what they were on. Like when I turned 18 and I went to that base, and like everybody was in basic.
Yuri is fuel, not motor oil.
Everybody had a pack of cigarettes, bro. And I was like, what? Like, why did everybody have a pack of cigarettes? Like, why is that the cool thing in the military?
Yeah.
All right, next question. I feel like I've had some good questions today. It's got chat going finally. Okay. What is your favorite color and why?
Neon green because it's so damn bright. Just like my personality.
Anybody else? Red is my all-time favorite. I think red is the best, like, color across because like red is sexy, red is love, red is vibrant, red is everything. You know, roses are red. You know, all that. So red is my favorite. Red makes you stop. Green makes you go. Right. So it's just a color that speaks more than just what it is. You know. When you see red, you want to stop. When you see red, you think it's a nice clothing. You see red, you think it's a gang or whatever. You know, red can make you think so many things. There's other colors that do the same thing, but red is mine. Nobody has a favorite color and why? That's crazy. Orange? Your color is gray. Why would it be gray for you, Mike? What about orange for you, man? I'm doing a podcast, yes. Everybody say hello to my mom. Mom, what is your favorite color and why?
What up, Mama Dukes?
You like more than one. It doesn't matter. You got to pick one. What is your favorite color and why? Cheater. Can't be cheating, Mom. It's a mixture of black and white. I like that. That's a beautiful, beautiful reasoning right there, Mike. Turquoise blue? Why? I didn't know Ashanka was a Sith Lord. Reminds you of a tropical beach. I like that, May. It's a great answer, too. Yeah, what about you, Yuri? Remember, guys, if you're new to chat, all you gotta do is smash that follow. You guys can join in anytime on the podcast. I'm asking you guys. This goes on YouTube later, so you get to see you guys after the stream too on another platform. And when y'all in chat respond to my questions, and one of my podcasts hit like 100,000 views and stuff, don't ask me how I got famous. I don't ask, oh, I thought I was in the chat. You know what I'm saying? These are the times that we're talking about, you know? Like one of my podcasts got 100 views overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how easy it is to blow up on a podcast, you know? All it takes is some good conversation. These people want to be a part of this and meet you guys, you know? You like dark reddish / pink. That's not one color. It's totally two different colors. I know it's a hard question, guys, but you got to pick one and tell me why it would be your favorite. Mike answered beautifully and so did May. Mom did too. Mom did good too. The T114 because America. Okay. Anyways, we'll do
Well,
another.
the T114 is olive wrapped green, so that is a color.
See, then you had to get Mr. Tank Specialist to confirm. Okay, so
You're welcome.
now let's go to the next question. I got to think of another good one that's gonna get chat rolling. Okay, what is your favorite childhood memory and why? If you have one childhood memory you can remember from the top, why is it your favorite and why? Why is it your favorite and why? Why? I'm gonna go first. My favorite childhood memory is when I went pheasant hunting with both of my grandfathers at the same time. So my dad's dad and my mom's dad came together at Lake City, where my dad's from, kinda. and we hosted a pheasant hunt. As you guys know, pheasants aren't in Florida, but we hosted a pheasant hunt with about 200 birds with about 12 to 14 hunters. And both of my grandpas hung out all day together. They shot together. They killed pheasants together. And when all the extra pheasants, they released to me by themselves. My dad helped Papa throw a pheasant out, and his dad throw one out. And my grandfathers were throwing pheasants out to me.
Mine would be when I went salmon fishing and caught the biggest salmon.
Nice.
Yeah,
Anybody else?
it was dope.
Anybody have a favorite childhood memory and why? Fishing is cool. Yeah, fishing is cool. I definitely want to throw that out there. There's so many childhood memories I have. There's like a top 5 for sure. Difficult question for me. I have so many great. I know, right, May? I was about to say I definitely have a top 5 to 10. I like swimming with my cousins. My grandma worked at the concession stand, and they had a rec room with pinball and ice hockey. We would swim and play all day. You talking about Don and them? That's awesome, Mom. Do you remember the pheasant hunt with both our grandpas, though? I know you weren't there, Mom, but it was awesome. It's a great time. Great time to be alive right there. That's awesome. Well, if you can't, just pick one then, May. Pick one that you can reflect on then. That goes for anybody, too. Anybody in chat. Even if you're lurking. You have a question, Mom? Okay, sure. What is your question? All right, guys, everybody get ready for my mom's question, guys. Mom's question. If I had to choose right now, I'd have to say going to Osaka Beach for the first time. Father was always moving, busy because of work, and that was one of the few holidays we spent all three together. Wow. See, May, that's beautiful. You know what I always wanted to see, May, in Japan? I don't know if it's Japan or China. I'm pretty sure it's Japan. Was the pink blossom tree or whatever. The blossoms that you see on like Last Samurai. You know what I'm talking about? I want to see that so bad. I would pay some big money just to go see to experience that type thing. You know? If I had it. That's one experience I like to do. Just to see how it is. What it feels like. All right, my mom's question is intact. If you won $1 million and half of the money, 500,000, would had to go to one thing to help mankind, what would you give the 500K to? If I had 500K to help mankind, to donate, if I won the lotto and half of it can go to something towards mankind. One second. I would have to say like, ooh, that's kind of easy for me. Because like, my mom would tell you like, okay, I have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for mentally challenged people. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a soft spot for people that come into the world all like that can't change that require help from others. You know what I'm saying? And I've gotten in so much trouble. I've personally have gotten in 3 fights from middle school to high school for defending mentally challenged kids or autistic kids or any person that has had a problem or been a special person, quote unquote, to somebody. So I would definitely give 500K helping the kids are mentally challenged or have require care to continue their life. Only one donation. It would go to the church. It would go to the church that I first did my community service with the mentally challenged kids in Murray Hill. You do St. Jude? I would do the mentally challenged. I forgot what the program was called. Mom, what was it called? I would go straight to that program. Donating to preventing suicide. Yep. Yeah, I understand, man. That's not a bad question, Mom. It's a very deep question. St. Jude's is good. Yes, it's very good. St. Jude has helped so many kids. St. Jude was like one of them commercials that when you ever see a St. Jude commercials or Salvation Army, those are the only two I see that I'm like, I don't ever have to worry about donating to them. You know? I know it's going to a good cause. Let's see. Anybody else got a question for chat? For the Random Question Podcast? TK, you got a question for the podcast?
I'm thinking of one.
You gotta think of one. All-time Ben and Jerry's flavor? Oh, shit. Dude, that's a hard question. When I was younger, I actually used to fuck up some Ben and Jerry's, but then, like, I think about 14, we quit doing it, right, Mom? What was the one that we used to get at the Half House? Remember we used to get those Ben and Jerry's at the corner store? We used to go to RC's, and then after RC Carter's, we had this Half House, like kind of like Murray Hill area. That's a great answer, Mama. You don't remember? I'd probably just like, because I was younger, I think it was like cookies and cream. And then when I got a little bit older, I started trying the like, because my grandma likes Rocky Road and Moose Tracks. So I started trying all the other shit that I could, you know. But some of it was good.
I like the chocolate fudge brownie from Ben and Jerry's.
You like chocolate.
Oh, yeah, I do. I love chocolate.
I love Quarterback Crunch from Baskin Robbins. If you had I have a question. If you could choose to live in the nature or the city, which one would you choose? City. I would be a city boy for life. As someone who can do both, someone who's seen both and enjoys both, I would be a city boy for sure. Because, and I can answer this faithfully. With nature, you're less likely to run into problems with other people in society. But life will catch up with you in nature. Bills, taxes, all that stuff comes up to you. You can't be out there in stick land not paying taxes, you know? Doesn't matter if you have 2 acres of your own land, you can live there free or whatever. There's some type of upkeep in life, you know? And being in nature is not going to pave the way for a family nowadays. If we're, you know, you can always teach someone how to hunt. You can always teach someone how to kill the right things and upkeep themselves. But, like, I'd rather be in the city, you know? If anything happens, like a house fire, you know, shootings or anything, it's less likely to happen in nature. But when help is needed, the city is closer to all lines of help. This may sound selfish, but I had to go to charity. I'd make my own charity. That way I'd get the money and build housing for the homeless and fully furnish the houses and fill them with the food they needed. Nature easily for me for your own piece of land, Bunny? Well, see, I don't know. See, like, it's just like everybody can be in nature for a little bit, but how many of y'all can actually live in nature? You know, has any out of everybody that picked nature, have any of y'all spent a week in nature? No, like actually,
I've spent months.
like actually, yeah. You went through basics, so you go through 2 weeks where you actually have to live in the woods. But real stuff, real talk. Has anybody in here spent a week in nature? No shower, no electronics, no people. Like when I went to Appalachian Trail when I was young, I knew I was gonna enjoy it, but like my mom would tell you, I had the worst experience. I almost died out there because I ate the wrong berry. You know, I ate the wrong berry out there in the Appalachian Trail. I couldn't breathe. And I was young, so I looked raw. You know, like I looked good, but my hair was like wavy. I looked like a Hollister model. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This nature life is cool. I felt like a caveman, you know. But then, like by the 6th or 7th day, bro, I'm like, oh man, I wouldn't want a rash out here. You know, what happens if I get a rash? What happens if and then you're with people and you're not in the comfort of your own. Like I was too young, but like if I was by my own, probably would be more comfortable. But like if I had anything, bro, like if I had to go use the restroom, I'm not comfortable. You know, I'm not gonna use no leaves. All right, no problem, Muffin. Everybody wish Muffin well on his court.
Wish you well, Muffin.
I would not like to be totally away from other people, but surrounded by nature would be nice. See, that's good. That's a good complex. See, like my mom would tell you, like I have a good variety of nature from like my family. I can go just duck off in the woods for like weeks anytime I want. But at the same time, it's not my true happiness unless I have the right people around me, you know, and they're not around no more. So we kind of have to make it happen. And that's why I'd rather be a city boy and still enjoy the nature when I can. Plus, if something happened out to you in nature, no one would know. You know, like that scares me. That's a back thought for me that scares me. Like I want people to remember me, at least hold something to me, or at least know how I disappeared or something. But that is a good question, May. That was a very good question, actually. I think it was the best question of the podcast so far. Anybody else got a question? Jake got a very nice question with his Ben and Jerry's question. Mike, you got one for us? Let's see if Mike's got a question for us. If you guys are new, make sure you smash that follow. We will be on War Thunder in a little bit. Sorry, I can't put it on the just chatting or podcast category, but here, I'll do that. Sorry, guys. Put it on podcast. What would truly make me happy? Dang, mama. You gonna put me on the spot? What would truly make me happy is I would like to be well off. You know? Being well off means comfortable. You know? Comfortable where you're at. Not having to worry about bills, not having to worry about who's hurt or the loss of life or protection, you know? Although that day may never come, I can always try to get close to it, you know? I want to get close to where I'm comfortable, take care of everybody, of the people that took care of me growing up, then start being a man for myself and build my own family and start the path of what I would consider greatness. That's what would make me happy. A continuality amongst my peers and family and those I'm mutual with. Anybody else? What would make you truly happy, TK?
Creating generational wealth.
See, that was gonna be me too, saying like creating generational wealth, but that comes along with as well. So being well off.
Yeah, it does.
It's a great answer though.
Thank you.
Mom said, "Heck yes." She liked that answer too. Anybody else? What would truly make you happy, guys? Nobody's got what would truly make them happy in chat. What about you, Mama? What will make you truly happy? You just want people to get along. No more violence. Yeah, unfortunately, that'll never happen. Devil's always working. If there's one thing you could change about your lifestyle, what would you change? Seeing your friends that passed away would make you happy? Makes me sad seeing the murders every day. Yeah, like, we're not going to go to the rabbit hole of that, Mom, but yeah, it is bad. It definitely is bad every day. Definitely with all the shootings and stuff. Like the Texas one, I don't even want to talk about it because we're on Twitch and YouTube, but I don't even want to talk about that. There's a lot of bad stuff going on in the world, and we got to let go and let God. One thing that I would change in my lifestyle is probably is allowing people to get in my mental headspace. You know, I feel like that's my number one problem. Is I let people factor my mood or my mental, even though I'm so dedicated or crafted to this and everything else I do. If you could change something about your lifestyle, you'd be more active, Mom. You're pretty active. You're the hardest working woman I know. So I mean, I don't know how much more active you can get. You like to be more, yeah, I understand. That makes more sense. But that's what I would change in my lifestyle, is letting people get in my mental headspace. What about you, TK? What would you change in your lifestyle? Or Eli?
Shoot. I'd change my spending habits.
Nice. I
So,
respect that.
yeah.
My mom had to do that for a while. Do you know my mom? That, like when I was younger, I didn't understand like about anything about income. But my mom, right? She was I stay with her always, but she was a single mom, whole life, right? And we always had a place to stay. But her closet, full purses, bro, full clothes, full shoes. I'd be like, Mom, why you got all this stuff? Sounds good, Mom. So my mom had to show her spending habits, because like even with all her purses and shoes and stuff, I would have nice clothes too, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, if my mom's got purses and I'm rocking Nautica and Polo, who's paying for this, you know? I was young, bro. I was like 11 years old rocking full polo fits, you know? I was too hip. I was rocking Havana Joe's. Timberlands were my Christmas presents. You would thrift those clothes? Mom, when I was with Uncle Willie, you gotta understand, I was like, well, we did, but like the way that we cycled things, like it looked like we had so much new clothes all the time. You gotta understand, with Uncle Willie and Willie time, like I was like the freshest kid from like 11 to 14, and then from 14 to 17, I was even more fresh. Like Like I don't know what it was. I was always clean. I don't know what. And I was so skinny, so I was able to fit my same clothes for a while. That's what it was. I could wear. I was wearing my middle school clothes in high school almost. You know. Even though I got taller and longer, like my shirts, like would still fit. I had these American Eagle jeans, 36s that are 34s or 32s. I forgot what it was, mom. But I rocked these American Eagle jeans from like ninth grade to 12th, bro. That's how skinny I was. So I just had like 4 years of clothes. I'm like, yeah, mom, you wilding out. Like there was a time where there's two times where my closet was worth like 10 to 15K. But of course, we lost it with the hurricane and the house fire. Yeah, same with me, man. Like I'm it's too many days where I'm like going like 24 hours and then like sleeping 3 and then going like 36 hours straight and then sleeping for 12 because I just have to recharge. So that's what TK told me that I can do better as well. Like that's why I said I gotta chill letting people affect my mental headspace because I do everything else that I'm supposed to do, but everything else is altered because of that. Honestly. All right. Let's see. My mom says she rarely bought new stuff. She says she thrifted, but I know that's a lie. Um, let's see if I missed a question back here. Wish it was cheaper. Our lifestyle is expensive, and sometimes it takes a toll. I do agree, Luke. My mom doesn't really have a chance to travel because of all her expenses growing up. Question: what is the most disliked character trait other people see in you? Character trait. Damn. You go on Sims mode on me, anime. Um, I don't know. I know that a lot of people don't like my energy sometimes. I'm very abrasive. You know, um, I can be sporadic at times. So, like I can chop it up with you and be funny, but like, I can also be stern at the same time. And I think people don't like when I get stern. They misjudge me because they think that um, then they get a misconception of me. Now all of a sudden I'm a bad guy. I can be around people for 6, 7 months and then I have a bad day and then all of a sudden I'm the worst person you met. So I think that's my dislike character trait. What I hear from friends and colleagues is I'm too helpful or I can't say no. Okay, I like that answer. I have some people like that. I have told, and those people.
I'm like that.
Yeah, I've even talked to TK before. I'm like, hey, bro, listen, I love you, but when your head's in the game, you're even better. And he's like, you're right. Shit, you know. He'd be doing his thing on the side. He's like, I gotta get more sleep. I was talking crazy to somebody. I gotta get right. He tell me his shit. He tells me what he's going through too. He'd be like, hey, I gotta lock in on this. So it's always good to ask these type of questions to your friends, so you can always work on yourself and your personal wealth as well. Okay. When let's see. When was the first time that you guys got in a car and drove? Do you remember the first time you guys got in a car and drove?
Yeah, I do.
Anybody else? My first time, I was like 14 or 15. I took my mom's car and I drove over to pick up my homie Jason, and we went to go see some chicks late at night. And I just said, let's do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm big. They're not gonna pull me over. It wasn't a far trip. It was like maybe like 2 or 3 miles all around. So I was like, all right, let's do it.
I had a '99 Ford Ranger that I just drove late at night. I was 16.
I thought I was the man after that. I was like, yeah. I was like, I can drive. But the only thing I was scared about driving was bridges. Yeah, I can't do stick shift. I don't know how to drive stick shift.
I love the manual life. I could teach you stick shift, OPG.
Whoa, pause. Hey, yo. Okay, 19. I had to do license for applying for the police force. Yeah, my mom was awesome. Like, I was supposed to, I don't know what was going on. I was supposed to get my permit, but I just didn't get it. I think I got it like at 17, but I was supposed to get it like 16. My mom just let me drive though, 'cause she knew I could drive. I was a better driver than her, so she didn't trip. My mom is the worst driver in Jacksonville. Period. It's proven. It's clinically proven. My mom be going crazy, bro. Bro, listen. Personally, when I let my I'm weak. Listen, my mom. You were 17 when you passed. 14th of June. Wow, that's me and my mom's birthday. You drove into a bush that day? Oh my goodness, man. Bro, listen, I'll never forget this time, bro. My mom was so stressed out from I think I was probably a madman that morning because I was waking up late. She was already running late for work. Driving me across the other side of town, the south side, take me to my private school. So my mom was a single mom, driving to the other side of town, going to downtown to work as a bartender, and taking me back and forth and picking me up from school. So she was barely working 4 or 5 hours and getting back, catching other shit. Like, she was doing so much stuff. And traffic was so bad one day. She drove into like the median, but the median was full grass, She drove past like 20 cars in the grass, bro, and then pulled into the turn lane to get closer to the school. And I was like, yeah, I'm never getting in the car with this woman again. Bro, my mom scared the crap out of me, bro. I thought we were going to jail. I thought we was hitting something. I was like, Mom, you okay? I'll never forget that day. I don't know if it was on Southside or Phillips Highway, bro. It was wild. That was a wild time. It was like 4th or 5th grade, bro. It was like right before the Twin Towers happened, bro. It was wild. Mom was a crazy driver. Okay, what's your favorite memory in school? What's your favorite memory in school? It could be college, high school, just the school period. When you went to school, what was your favorite memory from it? Nobody has a favorite school memory. I got one. My favorite school memory was I got in a big fight at Lee High School, but I had a broken hand, so I had a cast, and I was fighting with the cast, and it was like 3v6, and we basically won because my arm was like a weapon, and I was going straight for the big people. Like, I was fighting people that are bigger than me, and they're like, "Yo, you're wildin'." I was with it. I did not care. Everybody tell you I was a monster in high school. High school, I was with it. I had like 30. I had 32 registered fights for 17. I was with it. I had a whole YouTube channel. I know that's not something you posted a favor about, but that was my favorite memory because, like, we got off, like we fought everybody, and then I got the least amount of days out of everybody because like I was the first one. I was like, hey man, they was jumping my people. I was trying to tell them to get back. They hit me. I was hurt, so I used it as a weapon. They're like, okay, 2 days. That's dope though, man. I also like being the girls' volleyball equipment coordinator. That was fun. I had to do community service, do that. So I got the ride with the girls everywhere. I was like the only dude on the bench. They'd be like, "Hey, bro, who are you?" I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm the girls' equipment coach, bro. Chill out, chill out." I only do
Fine.
and I only did it like 2 times a week. That was fun. That was a good time. Heck yeah, bro. I remember one time. I was there was 2 road trips that we had to go because they played Yulee and Lake City, so we had to go like 30 miles and like 60 miles one time on a bus with the girls, and I was the only dude both times, bro. And they were like singing like Britney Spears, all these girl songs, you know what I'm saying? And I couldn't chime in with them because I just don't know what it is, you know. And they would just bully me. The whole ride there and back were just girl songs purposely. They would put me in the front so I wouldn't be with all the girls in the back. This go crazy. And the school bus driver be with it too. They cutting it on. That was like Carrie Underwood season, bro. They go crazy, bro. Carrie Underwood playing everything. I'm like, man. So that was some good memories. That was pretty cool.
I got a good one with high school.
Talk to me.
So, band field trip,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to like Monterey, California,
Oh wow.
and we're all having a good time, and we're all leaving. And there's these ladies in a coffee shop that I had talked to earlier, and then I saw them. And so, I'm in the school bus as we're getting ready to leave, and I put up my LED belt buckle that has my phone number programmed into it, so they all started messaging me. And then they ended up coming to the hotel that we all had for the school.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's okay. Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Black Widow's like, cool. I see you. He's like, yeah, I like that. Okay, let's think of another question. Anybody else got a question for chat? We're doing a little small podcast right now, Black Widow. You got a question for chat? I know you just chimed back in. You're probably at work on break. Oh, really? You just got home? You want to play Siege with me today? Or you got things you got to do real quick? I'll cut that thing on right now. Oh, okay, let's go. Let's go. I just got one more question for the podcast. All right, so guys, when was the first time Man's Likes podcast? Well, we just did an hour. I was waiting for the hour to hit. We started at 1:10. What is the one favorite quote you try to live by? Oh, dang. I used to have a quote I lived by. I don't really got it no more. The only one I got for you is out of pocket gaming isn't just gaming; it's also a lifestyle. That's what I live by. That's my new one, and I've stuck to it. That's the one that's kept me going for 4 years.
Mine's if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Knock on a stone bridge thrice before crossing. Okay. That's a little different. What was the first time you got in a fight? Does anybody remember the first time they got in a fight?
Well, I've never been in one.
Really? That's good.
Yeah. Except for like, the whole basic training with combatives.
Yeah, bro. I'll say my first fight. Whew. I don't think I remember my first fight. I mean, the first fight I can remember is. I think it was like a. It wasn't even a real fight. It was like because we had pads on, football fight, you know? It was an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman. I think it was like Pee Wee. I think I was like maybe 10 years old. No, I know it was. I fought Kenny Ray. My first fight was Kenny Ray. My mom's here. Hey, man, free my boy Kenny Ray. Kenny Ray gets out in a couple of years. Man, me and Kenny Ray fought on the baseball field, bro. Like 8, 9 years old, bro. I was mocking him because he's pissed off. He was sitting in the pitcher's mound. And I went and sat on the other side and mocked him because he always makes fun of me. He always goes hard on me. So I went to make fun of him while he was crying. He came up and hit me square in my mouth, bro. No, never forget that. Rocked me square in my Jones, and we started rocking, bro. And then me and Kenny Ray fought like 3 times. But we're like best friends, bro. We're like best friends, so we fought like 3 times. So like, I let him get me on that. Like, even though I turned up at the end of that, like I got up at the end. Next time I seen him, I was like, we did a regular practice. He was like, hey man, I'm sorry. You know, he came up to say I'm sorry, and I just minked him. Hit him, started fighting him out in the parking lot. He was like, all right, I deserve that. He's like, all right, I deserve that. So then after that, we were cool. And then we fought one more time at his birthday party. But that was a good friend of mine. I was once in a quote-unquote fight with a colleague, drunk arrest. Restaurant owner called us because the guest was being rowdy and touchy with the female guest. He refused to come to us, wrestle with us before we dragged him off our car. No real fight. I fought my best friend to this day numerous times, probably dozens. If I could change one thing about me, it would be more patient. That would be awesome. First grade, I remember like yesterday. I binged this fool in the head for football, trying to bite my arm off. Yeah, well, I punched someone before when I was a kid. I made his tongue bleed. I was in like preschool, but like I didn't even mean to punch him. It was like accidental, like an elbow. You know what I'm saying? It was not intentional. Also, if I could hear about one subject matter, it would be never to hear about Pocket talk about fighting. I love fighting. Mom will tell you I love fighting, bro. She hates it, but I love it. That was my thing growing up. Definitely enjoyed it. I'm sorry that you don't like it, Mom, but I was talking about Kenny Ray. Remember that? I was talking about our first fight that I could remember. That was the first fight I could probably remember. I think Coach Jimmy was our coach. I don't know who our baseball coach was. What do you mean? It's awful that I identify as a fond memory? That's what solidified me and Kenny Ray being great friends. What do you mean?